Welcome to qnawire.
This problem. And so with this problem, the first thing that it says, please assist, and it has 4 tasks. And I'm just using Excel as a just an organizer. You could definitely do this stuff by hand and write everything out. I just like, and I feel like you can see this stuff better. So for that, I'm going to get started. It wants you to find the mean, median, mode, and mid-range, and discuss which of these measures have meaningful application with respect to these data. And it says, for reference, the diameter of the Earth is 3,959 miles. So first of all, I want to find the mean in kilometers. So I'm going to find the mean, you have to add up all of the numbers. And so when you add up all of the numbers, you get 6,849. And then I'm going to divide by 4. And I'm going to get 4,212. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add up all of the numbers for miles. And then I'm going to divide that number by 4. Okay. Then for the median is going to be in between the two data points. So I am going to add the two data points that are going to be in the middle is 3,643 and 4,821. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them together. So I have 3,643, and then I'm going to add that to 4,821, and then I'm going to divide that by 2, and my median is 4,232, and then let me see if I drag this way. No. So I'm going to add 2264 to 2996, and then divide it by 2, and I get 2,630 for the miles. The mode, there is no mode. Okay. The mid-range is when you're going to take the, so there's not enough data to find the mid-range. What you could do is, because you could take your first quartile and your third quartile and subtract them. So what I would need to do is I would need to first take 3,643 and subtract 3,122. And I'm sorry, not subtract, add them together. And then I'm going to divide that by 2. And then I'm going to take 5,263 and add that to 4,821, and then divide that by 2. Oop, gotta get rid of that negative symbol. All right, and then I'm going to subtract the two numbers. So subtract that one minus E6. And, or let me flip that around. E6 minus E5, because that's bigger. E6, oops. E6 minus E5. And I'm just using Excel as my calculator. You could use a regular calculator to subtract the two. So the mid-range is going to be this one for that data. There is no mode for the miles. And to find the mid-range of the next data set, I'm going to take this number and add it to this number. And then I'm going to divide by 2. And then I'm going to take that number and add it to this number and then divide it by 2. And then I'm going to subtract the two numbers. So equals F6 minus F5. Okay, so then this is the mid-range also. Okay. So what I would use is, and I'm going to put this, the meaningful, so discuss which of these measures have a meaningful application. So the measure that has the meaningful application is, I mean, they're both really close to each other, is the mean, because the data is not spread far, okay? And there is no outliers, okay? All right. Task 2. The mean of the waiting times in the emergency room is 80.2 minutes with a standard deviation of 10.5 minutes for people who are admitted for additional treatment. The mean waiting time for patients who are discharged after receiving treatment is 120.6 with a standard deviation of 18.3. Which times are more viable? The times that are more viable is the times of the mean is the mean waiting times in the emergency for people who are admitted for additional treatment. This is because the numbers are closer to the mean. Okay, so the numbers are closer to the mean, hence the standard deviation is lower. So those times would be more representative of the data. Task 3, the number of people killed in each state from passenger vehicle crashes for a specific year shown. Find the range, the variance, and the standard deviation. Okay, so to find the range, the first thing I'm going to do is, and you can do this too at home, I'm going to take this data and I'm going to sort it from least to greatest. And you can, I mean, you don't need Excel to put something from least to greatest. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so I have the numbers in order from least to greatest, and for the range, I'm going to do equal sign. So you're going to subtract the highest number, which is 2,786, minus the lowest number, which is 65, and you're going to get 2,721. Just make these a little bit bigger. Then for the variance, so in order to find the variance, you have to find the distance from the mean, square it, and then add them together. So what's easier for me is for the variance, I'm going to highlight this number. And now I'm going to add in all of these. I just got to fix this one number. Okay, so that's the variance. And then the standard deviation is the square root of that. So equals the square root of this. So that's the standard deviation. And again, you could find that by, all you have to do is find the square root of the variance, okay? Then it says, obviously for this one, you have to use Excel for it. It says the data shown here represent the number of hours that 12 part-time employees at a toy store work during the weeks before and after Christmas. Construct 2 box plots and compare the distributions. So first of all, I'm going to sort this from smallest to largest, and this you can do on paper. It's just organized here more, but you don't need Excel to do this. Then it wants you to construct 2 box plots and compare the distributions. So first of all, for before, minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and then we have the maximum, okay? So for the before, the minimum is 12, the maximum is 38. For the after, the minimum is 12, the maximum is 32. For the median, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the median is in between these two numbers. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it would be 30 for this one and 18 for this one. Okay. And then the first quartile is in between 18 and 24. So equals this number plus this number divided by 2. Okay. And then equals this number plus this number divided by 2. Okay, and then the third quartile is in between 32 and 35. So it's going to go this number plus this number divided by 2. And then equals, in a parenthesis, so this number minus 24 divided by 2. Oh. 1 and then 40. Okay. So Wait a minute. That's not right. J41. Oh. J41 and 40. Oh, because I did subtracting instead of adding. All right, there we go. All right, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So right now, if I draw my box and whiskers plot, they have the same minimum. Their quartiles are off. This one for the after is very close to the minimum. The middle and the median is in the middle. So, but then the spread is just very closer together. So I'm going to highlight the before and after and show you what the box plot looks like. And again, you can make this by hand too. But here's my comparison. We can see that the before is spread way more out. Not way more, but it's spread, wider. So I hope that this video helped. This is the middle school math teacher signing out.